Maybe the best episode is, yeah, it was amazing, right? Of course, Ousama in episode 2. It was a breathtaking episode. I was like tearing up, kind of half crying. The episode, goosebumpy, feel so on, right? The KAGE backstory was amazing. As I said last review, my favorite part was probably when he was like holding the hands of his abusive stepfather kind of thing, right? And he was like, I just want to have someone's hands in my head. That was horrible. And then, of course, Boji getting owned and trying to lift the sword and so on. Yeah, that was sad. Getting teared up thinking about it. Yeah. It's like a freaking emotional episode. So the episode 2 was just amazing. Episode 1 was like fine, but 2 was really good. Probably the best episode this season. But anyway, if we watch the episode 3 here, I'll decide one thing, right? About I do find it one thing though. I'm not saying this is wrong with the anime. I'm just hoping that he's gonna do something like this, right? So, for example, behind me here, two swords, another sword. Here you have, a classic katana, right? It has some weight to it, and it's a weight like more than 1 kilogram, right? And we saw, of course, Boji having a trouble having the katana, right? But my point last week was like, why can't you just get like an easy sword? Like, look at it here, yeah. So this is here is like a Dao sword, right? Much more lighter, It's very, very light. Yeah, it has like, it almost weighs like nothing, right? You can just, get up there, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna point it out that I think it's a little silly that why can't they just get the kid something like this? Just get the kid a freaking very, very light sword, right? It has like almost zero weight, and he's like super fast, right? It's agility based character, right? Yeah. He's like a rogue or whatever, right? You can get there and slice them, right? It's kind of silly that those douchebag masters are like, well, he needs to have a big two-handed sword. I'm like, why? Just give me just give him a dagger or something. Or you give him something quick, right? Or at least, like as I mentioned last week, a mercy sword or something, right? Like a mercy killer. So, what's called like in French? Miscoriande, or whatever it's called. Miscoriande, or something like that. It's like a very, very, very long sword, but very, very thin, right? But it's very, very good for like stab people. Anyway, episode 3. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But really, right? Just give him a freaking quick sword. Just give him a sword that has low weight, high agility base, right? And he's gonna win easily. He's gonna win very easily. Well, here we go. This is of course after he got owned, I guess. Yeah, and of course KAGE is his new best friend forever. You can see the ending with her. Man, that KAGE backstory is just... Oh, he's gonna try to like kill him or something? Yeah, it feels like he's gonna try to... No, he's healing, right? It's green. Green is also healing. Okay, so who's healing him? Yeah, okay, yeah. Effective healing. Actually, quite effective healing. Okay. Huh. Interesting. So someone sneaked in to heal him. Oh yeah, the ninja master there he is. Rogue. He's like a rogue, yeah. Rogue master guy. Yeah, snake summoner guy. Yeah, he has a lot of snakes. He has a lot of such guys. But I wonder if he's kind of evil, but I don't know if he's necessarily evil. He might be like a royal assassin kind of guy. Necessarily won't be a... I guess opting. Necessarily won't be a bad guy, right? I don't know. Is a rogue guy necessarily evil? It's kind of like he's just dark bad. He's like KAGE is a dark guy. I don't feel necessarily the rogue has to be a bad guy because he has like snake summoning. Given that KAGE is a good guy, then he's like a shadow, right? So I'm just like... It fits in the same sense there, right? Something like that. I'll just push it in here. Opening, I would say it's free action. It's the opening I fixed the chat on. Yeah. Good. The worst part of the anime is probably the opening. If I have to critique the anime, I guess I would say that the opening is the weakest part. It's not a bad opening, but it's no, it's no Sakura opening. It's just fine. I don't know. I mean, this telex that was bad now, but no, I mean, it was great, but it's not like an opening, you know. It's not like Black Clover opening. You gotta compare it to something godlike. It's like it's not godlike. It does feel like everyone's following him in the opening, though. So maybe his little brother is gonna be his friend eventually, or part up with him. I can't imagine him becoming as Gary Okra. They're gonna meet him every now and then on the adventure. Like he's gonna be the talented brother he has to meet up every now and then with. Oh, the king is dying? I guess so. Yep. So the king didn't have much action. He died. Well, I mean, I guess that he loved his little son, right? So yeah. So he loves Boji, right? So even if everyone hates Boji, he's gonna leave it to Boji, right? Yeah, it makes sense. It's the first prince and everything. What? Okay. What? Men this anime has of course a lot of world building to make. Oh, it's like Satan himself? Okay. What? Yeah, it looks like Satan popped up from his mouth. Yeah. Or Lucifer or whatever. What? Like it's gonna point at Boji, right? Of course. It's gonna be like, yeah, you're the main character. What? I feel like he's like, I'm gonna kill you. What? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not react to that. It's like Satan is like, it's you next, boy, or something. Oh, they have like a Snow White magic mirror. Why wouldn't they have that? But yeah, the mirror is evil, of course. This sounds kind of evil. Come on, the mirror is evil. Look at the mirror. Yeah. To my plan! See, the mirror's evil. The mirror's like, yes! Let's kill your brother! So, okay, the mirror is evil or something. But what was that? Satan is like, you boy. But maybe Satan liked him. Maybe Satan wasn't like, I'm gonna kill you. Maybe he was like, I like you, boy, or something. I have no idea what that meant, but it felt like you could add away, right? Why was it devil like, you boy? Oh, is that a lie? Yeah, but wouldn't they... I mean, of course they bribed someone or whatever, right? Maybe the mom bribed someone, yeah. I mean, I'm not shocked that, you know... Well, of course the mom did it. Well, she obviously is against that. Yeah, she's been against it from the beginning, right? But... The demon? If it's really weird, like, yeah, like, was the demon telling the to pick him? Or something? Or to he would kill him? Yeah, it's like... Well, everyone's probably against poor Boji, of course. No one likes him, right? The poor deaf kid, you know. Man, they look super evil, of course. Of course, they're all, like, voting against it, right? But... You would think you have to honor the kings and the royal bloodline and so on. That anime is fantastic. Episode 1, I think, was, in a sense, deserved. Episode 2 was so good, but episode 1 was just fine. So I think a lot of people dropped it for episode 1, but then episode 2 is like 10 times better, so you're like, you gotta get through episode 1 and 2, I guess. But it's always the poor Prince Boji. Every goddamn time. I mean... What do you expect, right? What do you expect? But how is Satan gonna take this? I feel like Satan picked him. I don't know. Was Satan on his side or something? Yeah, I feel like Satan was like, "You're gonna pick the boy, right?" So, so KAGE is like in prison, and yeah, we saw his mom last week, right? They don't really can. I guess they can do that, but it's probably his body part, so yeah, I guess they can. Yeah, it's like cutting off an arm or something. You got a hole in his body now. Man, these snakes are everywhere. Man, this guy needs snakes, man. This guy needs snakes. Huh. It actually makes sense he would think this assassin. Yeah. But it felt like he actually was on Boji's side more than his master was last week. Yeah. If it's that this guy's actually more on Prince Boji's side, right? Compared to the one that should be on his side. So, I love it. Do you know this guy? Yeah, do you know this drawing? Yeah, he's my friend. He's like, he's my only friend, yeah. Tomodachi. Come on. Oh, man. Oh, come on. Okay, so he's lying to him. But I don't know, yeah. It was kind of cute when he draw him there, but I don't know. I have a hard time reading this guy. I feel like he might be on his side in some weird way, even though it's lying to him right now here. Yeah, I wonder. Like, why would he even tempt otherwise? Why would he go and tell him this thing? But yeah. Well, episode 6 got the anime, but check out episode 2 though. That's like the big thing, right? Yeah, because... So he's going Eren. I'm just like, of course Eren's gonna be like, exterminate them all! It's like, yeah, of course. Of course Eren is like, I have my plan for world domination. You're like, yeah. I think I heard this voice actor say the same thing last month, yeah. The Magic Mirror seems to be really evil, and I know... But also has his own will, right? It's gonna find KAGE, of course, in the... Oh, maybe I should say... Okay, the snakes might help him then. But see, because it seems like he's trying to use the snakes to help him, right? And he's against the Magic Mirror or something. Like the Magic Mirror is the bad guy? So he's like, well, I have to stop the mirror somehow, right? Okay, so... What is this? Boji is like... Oh, it's like a... Mud... Yeah, I'm just like, okay, it's like Orochimaru's cave. What is this? Big snake time? Which he knows to? The more you watch the anime, the more you wonder. So, Boji is friends with the big snake? It's like, here's the snake god, can you help me with my friend? What? Yeah, I guess he helped Snake with kids. Oh, but he's also friends with Babin. Yeah, I guess, you know. Man, this is like... it's so much layers, anime. Yeah, it feels like Babin is actually the good guy, right? I keep thinking that Babin actually is a nice guy of them. Even though he looks like a bad guy, because he's like a rogue with snake powers, but... And the snake is a nice guy too, so yeah. Kind of fits into my theory here. But it also kind of that Boji is friends with the big snake though. So they're gonna fight now? Well, it certainly looks like a duel here, but... It's a lot of like political layers here we don't really know yet, right, in this anime. It's like, where are they fighting now? I guess he's a traitor, I guess. Like... But he doesn't work with... Man. With the anime, it's always, of course. Oh, that's a nice touch to it, yeah, running up to the... Oh, that was nice. Yeah, and he swapped. Nej, det gives me sånt att du Stone... Dr. Stone is there. Oh, did he kill Babin? Ah, oh, come on! You sort of become a likable character. You can't just kill the guy that's sort of just liking him. The action was pretty brutal. Just killing him with a ruined spear that just... Man, this guy just felt like a... Like I sort of like this character. But though aren't they both on the same side? Oh, okay. It felt like he was also... yeah, like... But now it turned into like mud or something though, so maybe it was fake. Man, this anime is like, I don't know, the mad powers. But it does feel that they were both on, you know, on Boji's side though. Like he was after the. But maybe he was fake then. If he was like a mild guy, maybe it was a KAGE and a Boji. I don't know. Man, this anime is gonna be so confusing. Or not confusing, but the questions, right? Or definitely until we get later in the show, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's like as a king's son. But she wanted to make her son turn into evil king, though. But you know, she was the one that probably healed him because there's like no other female in this anime. So stepmom was probably the one that healed him when he was in bed, right? Like who else would it be? Like we. Yeah, what's Satan doing? Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, Satan pointed to me, so it's like my father's will was Satan. That's a way to tell someone that, yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah, see? I think she was the one that healed him, right? Because it's like a weird. Just giving a fast sword, though, come on. And I keep try again. Well, they got a complex relationship here. It's like kind of weird to read. Because now it's like time to go on an adventure, right? Of course, yes. Determined. Here we go. Yeah, of course. Well, I'm guessing it's gonna escape through the window. Like, what else would you do? Yeah, here we go. If it's like typical fantasy, right? You gotta escape through the Rapunzeling it, you know, using that hair to, yeah, something like that, right? You gotta the fairy tale strategy, right? Well, he lacks a lot of cloth to. I feel he lacks huge distance. So, yeah, it's come on. Like, yeah, maybe you should question that strategy. It's a little bit like, well, maybe you need to have 10 times more of. Oh, it's gonna fall now. Come on, Boji. Yeah, this just feels like, you know. Yeah. Oh, here we go, though. What? Mom, stepmom after him? Oh. No, okay. I thought it was gonna maybe use the, you know, kind of fly down as. Oh man, it's gonna use yeah. So the Homer Simpson episode when he goes. Oh, he lands on his bag though and kind of survives. Well, yeah, she's a healer. Yeah. I mean, she was the one that healed him, of course. What? She flexes him though. And now he's like, oh, because she flexes off her clothes when she heals. Oh, that was kind of cute though, yeah. Like she flexes out her clothes too. Can't just heal him because they have to like blow up her. Yeah, okay, yeah. She really wanted to heal. Well, she had heavy drink or something. What? And she heals. Man, yeah, stepmom is definitely a weird cat anime. Healing. But that was cute though. She flexed. Yeah, that was fun, man. You gotta like, that's like serious healer, man. When you are gonna slap him, I guess, because it's. Oh, okay. And then she collapses. But that's how you really heal someone. Yeah, you have to take off your clothes when you heal them, like this. Yeah. But there's much more to this relationship than episode 1 and 2 would take you. And of course everyone's laughing at him because he wants to be an adventurer. But yeah, her son seems to go full evil, right? You know, her son died, I mean. He's just like... Oh, here we go. It's gonna be a sad backstory. It's freaking Ousama ranking. So now it's gonna be the best mom ever or something. It doesn't make any sense in episode 1 and 2, right? But of course, stepmom's gonna be the greatest mom ever or something. Yeah, healing is gonna be an amazing mom or something. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that you couldn't tell episode 2, right? She's actually like the best mom ever or something. Yeah, healing Shan. Oh yeah, no one, he doesn't love anyone except of course his new mom here. Yeah, except his first mom died, right? He keeps trying to ignore her. At least she's trying, you know, she's trying to be a nice new mom. He runs away from her. I kind of feel it's gonna go though, right? Oh, this is of course a snake guy. Yeah, this is a snake god thing that he, of course, helped there. Well, of course, he's gonna come in and save him, but well, okay. So I guess he's gonna heal it. Yeah, and then it's gonna be like, and I don't know what it's too big for, but I guess this is an old snake that is growing into a massive size, I guess. Yeah, of course he has healing medic, we know that, so. And now he's like, Mommy! So he actually loves his stepmom? Man, this is a complete admin, I feel. That he, of course, actually has a good place with the snake. Okay, so the snake is like his pet now? My god damn it! So he's like, yeah, so stepmom actually loves him? I guess he's coming at all. Given, you know, episode 1 and 2, yeah. Why is she so hate? Okay, so maybe it's like that she loves him so much, and that's why she's so afraid of him to leave, right? Because she's like, you're gonna die if you go outside. Yeah, now he's like, maybe she changes when his son is born, or maybe it's like her son is born, they has to put him or something. Might be a little dynamic change though when she gets her, yeah, gets a baby. And now she's of course, yeah, but why does she hate me so much for it? But because she loves him, it's more like that, you know, she's afraid he's gonna die, right? Yeah, it's that thing, right? She's just overprotective. It's overprotective stepmom, right? Yeah, she looks like the typical evil queen in any old fairy tale, but actually it's like nice queen. Oh, she's gonna say yes now though? Man. Oh, you get the douchebag Domas, okay, great. And yeah, and also this random guy that we haven't seen before. No one, he was a guy who actually liked him before, but yeah. He's the guy that was like, the prince can win, yeah, but still though, he's like, you know, kind of a random guy. You pick this guy with you. Man, this anime though, we went from that, you know, typical fairy tale, yeah, evil fairy mom, right? But actually, super nice mom. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. Yeah, he actually loves his mother. Yeah, stop embarrassing me. So, stepmom was just overprotective. She was just super overprotective. Man, yeah, they don't see that coming. This anime is really great that way because it feels like it's a tropey anime. You're watching it and you're like, oh, it's a fairy tale and so on, right? But then it completely kind of swaps around those typical tropes, right? And actually, evil stepmother is probably the nicest person in the anime. Her son, though, looks very evil anyway, though. But yeah, her son seems to be pure evil, though. So pretty bad parenting, though. But yeah, it's like an ominous feeling here. Okay, so picks up his two retainers. No, but I like to see that also this random guy is gonna go with you. It's kind of funny. Even she was like, I don't know what you're doing here, but you also get this guy. Yeah, it's like pick him with you. But that's the episode, man. That was another like not as sad as last week, but it was heartwarming seeing stepmom actually being healing. Actually, what are it pronounced healing? I guess. Actually being a nice mom, yeah. And as I mentioned, I think it's like an interesting writing, right? Because she looks like she has a long nose and everything. She really looks like a typical evil fairy tale mom, right? Like the evil stepmother in Cinderella or whatever, right? She looks like that typical evil stepmom, the queen kind of character, Snow White or whatever, so right. But she's actually like the nicest person in the anime. So yeah, it definitely takes expectations anime and kind of swaps it around, right? Yeah. and what you least expect it to be. So that's really good. I don't think it's after ending credits. I'm just gonna no. But yeah, let's talk about Mom first then. That's a great scene where she kissed him when he was sleeping. I did figure out, of course, she was the one that healed him before we saw it, because it's one thing though. She's like the only female character in the anime, so I was a little bit like, because of course in the beginning we were like, oh, who healed him at the first minutes, right? And then I was like, wait a minute, it's not like one woman there, because his mom is dead, right? So like, who else would have, like, yeah, only his stepmother could have healed him, right? Like, it's all a female character. We didn't see who it was, but we saw it's a woman, right? So it's like, yeah, okay, it's gonna be her. Who else would it be, really? But yeah, she was protecting Boji, I guess, for many years, right? And the snake, of course, he's that is now like some kind of godlike snake or something. It's like his pet when he was young. I guess the mom also then, Hilung-chan, the queen, is also then indebted to the snake, right? No, but the snake was like, I can't. Of course I help you, I still owe you a great debt, right? Because he kind of helped him here, and like they were kids, they were friends when he was kid, right? But I would think that also, yeah, like the snake would also listen to the queen then, since she actually healed him, right? Sure, she kicked him first, but he was already injured, so the queen would definitely be like, the snake would be in debt to her too, right? Maybe connected to her son's powers or whatever, right? I don't think so, but like the master Bebin perhaps more could be. I mean, maybe the queen could recruit Bebin because she also does the snake. But whatever. But yeah, it was a really good episode. The ending was, or the ending, but the twist, I guess. Yeah, the twist that actually his stepmom is a nice mom. Yeah, it's a nice twist. Right? Yeah, the evil stepmother is actually a nice mother, and probably by far the nicest person in the anime. The vision alive. I mean, the king is dead again, right? But and so on. And I love this scene. This scene was freaking bad. This scene was gold though. And she's like, I gotta heal. This scene was great. Yeah, she's like, I gotta be, a good mom here. I gotta get up my muscles. That was, and this scene was great. Man, made me burst of laugh. Definitely. Yeah, that's when you really need to heal someone. So your clothes blow up and you heal, right? Yeah, it's very, very powerful healing. Destroying your own clothing when you heal someone. That was a nice touch to it. She's like, now I'm a serious healer. But otherwise, though, I mean, is it a little confusing that she's the one, or confusing, but perplexing is my word, perplexing, that she's the one to be like, oh, I don't want my, him to be king. I'm gonna make my son king and so on. But I guess it's some kind of like, overprotective mother. She loves him, and it's like, but he's too weak, so I better make his brother the king, because otherwise, he's gonna die or something. So I guess it's some kind of overprotectiveness over that, right? And that what leads her to betray Boji more than hating him, whatever. Which is good writing there, because episode 1 and 2, you would definitely think that she hates him, right? That she's like, again, the evil stepmother, typical fairy tale evil mom, right? She of course throw out her stepson and cut him in the back, right? So yeah, like that's kind of how she looks, but then of course she actually turned out to be doing it out of love, I guess. Still kind of misguided though, especially as her son. We have to say that though, that she's like a bad mom though to her son though. He seemingly is very evil. Yeah, he's going like full Eren there. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill them all. He's like, oh yeah, you just shit is gonna hit the fan, man. But as Bebin said though, you would wonder if the mirror is his own person. I mean, really, right? The mirror wasn't just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do shit. The magic mirror seems to be having his own agenda, right? It's just an item he has at his home that helps him. It actually has an evil plan, and I guess the mirror is gonna like betray him or something. Well, I could imagine this is kind of fairy tale. The anime is just lampshaded a fairy tale trope, but still, it's a fairy tale based anime, right? In a general sense. I would guess that the magic mirror can like possess him or something, or turn into him. So every time he uses the magic mirror, maybe it has more and more control over him, or like turns into him, right? So eventually the magic mirror itself becomes him or something. Basically a possession thing, right? But it also might be irreversible if it actually turns into kind of like taking over him, right? Like they become the same person or something. like the evil reflection on the other side or something becomes his real reflection or something. Some kind of magical stuff, right? So yeah, I would think that's the thing, right? Like he's probably turning more and more evil because the mirror isn't just controlling him, but actually like becoming him. Something like that, like they are merging together or something, you know, like something like that, like an evil personality from more dimension, right? Magical dimension, they kind of merging and he becomes the one, evil one or something. Something like that, that would be my guess. So yeah, so certainly the prince died as evil. He's already kind of evil, right? But certainly he's gonna be more evil when the mirror takes him over, or you know they become the same person or whatever. I don't know how it works. I'm just guessing, right? But I feel that also to me it feels like a quietly likely situation, right? Ben, because mentioned that the mirror was evil and so on, yeah, and it was controlling him. So yeah, I think that feels like a really good guess, honestly. This thing was very strange though. This thing I feel was very strange, and because I keep saying that I feel that Bebin, you know, he looks like an evil rogue, but he has sent out Kage for a mission, so I actually think he's a good guy. So yeah, Bebin was played out as a good guy actually, and I kept saying that I felt that he actually was a good person, right? Like he actually was trying to help Boji, and also that he thinks that Daida is controlled by the evil mirror. So he's like, okay, I have to save them, right, from the evil mirror or whatever. And I felt the episode kind of just kept showing him being a good guy, even though, yeah, he kind of captured Kage and told the prince that Kage was gone, but he sent Kage on a mission, right, to do something. So I think what else would he tell the prince? He was trying to help the prince, right, telling him to not go and find Kage and so on because he sent him away and so on. Right? So it's like he was trying to be a good guy there, and then he got killed immediately, kind of. He turned into like this mud thing. So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the real one. Maybe it was, you know, maybe he survived something. Kind of Kage and bushing it, you know, yeah, mud. It felt strange. And also how this guy is fighting, he's also like for Prince Boji. So are they both on the same side then otherwise? It was really strange, but on the same time, because the body turned into like mud or whatever, right? It might have been an escape, like an ninjutsu of course, but also might be in a fake, right? Like he actually wasn't Bebin, that there was someone else taking him, because they seemingly are on the same side, I felt before the fighting. It's like, why would they fight if they're on the same side, right? I mean, of course, they might not know that, but I assume they're on the same side. But it's a fake Bebin, right? And that's why I attacked him, to try and frame Bebin or something. I'm throwing out some extra layers here, but I'm like, you know, what if we're trying to frame him, right? Because he looks like a bad guy, but I think he's a good guy, right? And, you know, that the other one, yeah, someone's trying to frame him. But anyway, Dad dies, and then, like, Satan picks up or something. Yeah, that was like, here's Satan. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna pick you or something. Like, yeah, let's go to that for the last. This is how the anime starts, but this is what we do last. Because this was some weird stuff, man. And Satan is like, hey man. And Boji is like, what? Why is Satan like pointing at me for? Yeah, so the episode starts with Satan popping up, right? And I'm almost laughing at it because this is so weird. Like his father dies, and then Satan comes out of his mouth and he's like, you boy. And he's like, okay. I don't know. It felt like Satan wasn't actually evil. Like he was like a living testament. He was like, well, your father wanted you to be the king, so I'm pointing at you, right? Necessarily wasn't a threat. Or Satan is like, I'm gonna come and kill you. So it's... This was very, I feel, how I say it, up in the blue what this actually meant, right? It could mean anything. It could mean that he's gonna kill him. If he becomes king, he's gonna ruin the country. It could have meant he was a rightful king, right? Because like the father's spirit is like telling him to be king or whatever. Given that the anime keeps constantly showing like the evil stepmom actually being a good mom and this stuff and so on, it doesn't really feel like Satan has to be evil. Let's start with that. Is demonic magic evil in this anime? Not necessarily, right? We saw the backstory of his father in episode, was that episode 2, I believe? Episode 1 or 2, when we saw the father's backstory, right? And he kind of, a quick backstory. He's kind of like, you know, cutting people up and down, right? Throwing and fighting and so on. So the father, while being like an honorable man or whatever, probably a nice person, didn't feel like he was a warrior king, right? They're all warrior kings as a team, right? So who knows? Maybe his father actually had a pact with Satan. And it was like, yeah, when I die, you know, give me my demonic power to my son, right? I don't know. Though they didn't feel like the Satan actually was against him, you know? I felt like Satan actually was on his side. Yeah, he was like, that's the boy, pick him, he's gonna be a great king. It felt like Satan actually was, yeah, trying to help him, I guess. I'm like, you know, reversing the order here. Well, if stepmom is, if she's gonna be good, then Satan might as well be good too, right? He's just kind of weird because he's Satan. So, you know, he has to do this like, because he's Satan. But is he evil? I don't know. He looks super evil, typically, right? But again, I feel that with this anime kind of lampshading everything, I see no reason why Satan would be a bad guy. He must have been a good guy for. But I don't know. It's like a living testament. That's an interesting point there. Satan popping up being like, yeah, I like this kid over here. Of course, the easiest explanation for it, I suppose, is that this is the magic mirror doing, right? The magic mirror somehow set up this demonic figure to point at Boji, which they, of course, they could use to, you know, say that they shouldn't pick Boji as a king, right? That's the simplest explanation, right? That's kind of the what's called occurring, yeah, the occurring razor. It's the simple explanation that someone tried to frame Boji by using this satanic magic, right, to make him look like a bad guy or cursed or whatever. And of course, then it would be either his brother Dida doing it or just the magic mirror itself doing it, right? That's probably the easiest explanation, though. That they, of course, framed him using Satan, I suppose. And then it's probably wouldn't be a real demon. It's probably just like an illusion or something, if that's the case. But I don't know. I think it's more to it than that. But that also could be. That's the easiest explanation, right? It's just a curse. Well, guys, not a great episode. Really good episode. Emotional episode, has a good point, so on. The weirdest thing with anime, though, is all the world building, right? The anime has a lot of world building. It does a lot of world building. But yeah, like, it's not really explained. So you see, like, oh, here's Satan, and he turned into mud, and he's a big snake, and he can talk, and so yeah, that's one thing with the anime. It definitely is an anime where it has a lot of, like, magical stuff, elements, and all this stuff in the show, right? But it doesn't do any explanation. It's not one of those shows where it's like, let me do an info dump about Satan here. Yeah, the show is like, here's Satan, he's kind of a weirdo, let's go on, yeah. It doesn't really explain anything, so it makes it interesting. I like it. It feels like I'm watching an anime on Nintendo Hard, right? You know, hardcore mode, yeah. It's like, it's a lot of stuff happening in this game. It's a lot of, like, magic and items and so on. But there's no rules, there's no guidebook. It's like, here's like a magical weapon. Use it if you want to, yeah. It's like, here you find a magical spear. It does something. You gotta try to figure out what it does, right? So I do like that, honestly. I feel... yeah, absolutely. I feel I'm very tired of, many other modern animes where you're like, let's do an info dump. Like, for example, Pina last Sunday. It's like an info dump for 15 minutes. That's not a good anime. I don't want an info dump. And that wasn't even a good info dump. It's an info dump that was very ineffective totally, right? Yeah. And I feel many animes are too good at doing exposition dumps that still tell you very little to. It's like 10 minutes info dumps and they tell you so little. Yeah, it's like, okay, I could have told this like a sentence. The trolley problem was in Fina. There's like 2 words to explain 10 minutes of anime for that. The trolley problem. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Here on the hand though, it's a complete difference, right? Here they have zero explanation. Stuff just happens, and so a lot of weird stuff happening. So I love that, yeah. Because now I really want to watch more, right? Now I want to watch next episode and be like, okay, what's going to happen next week? How I'm going to... So, because I'm trying in my head, right, to map out the different magic and the world building and whatever, right? And then you want to watch more because you want to figure out what this means. Okay, how does Satan work? What is it about the snake thing and this thing and what happened to Kage and so on? So yeah, you really want to keep watching to try to, you know, understand what's happening, right? Well, then guys, subscribe, press like and so on. See you guys with Myrmonden, who was Death Note's new authors. An anime that I find is pretty fine. This anime here is amazing, and Myrmonden is... I don't know, so disappointing. I don't want to be that rough on it. I just feel like it's kind of like, it's not Death Note quality, but it's also, it's not a bad anime. It's just, it's not a masterpiece, you know what I mean? It's like an anime you're like, that is a pretty good anime, but it's not that Death Note level of like, whoa, you know, I grew up with Death Note, right? I probably watched Death Note when I was like, what? I was fairly old. I think I was like 18 when Death Note aired, but I was watching Death Note every week when it aired, of course, because I'm an old man. I was doing seasonal anime. So I was watching Death Note then, you know, once a week, right, when it actually aired, right? So that's what I am. And so I also did watching Full Metal Alchemist when it aired, so you know, it's kind of roughly the same time, yeah. So, but yeah, so Death Note, of course, is big to my heart. So I do enjoy watching Myrmonden. It's a good anime, But it's no like, it's not definitely yes. It's a little bit like, I don't know what I feel really. Like, I feel that it's good, but not coming up to that masterpiece, I guess. So maybe I'm too harsh on it because I feel like, well, it's not 10 out of 10, you know. It's like a 8 out of 10 or whatever, yeah, something like that. But that's the next video, guys. And I don't know. I've heard though the Pot of the Man is gonna be much worse later on though, according to people who read the manga. So I'm a little bit excited to see if it's gonna completely collapse also though. But anyway, guys, see you guys and have a great day. And of course it froze here. I pressed the button. I just turned off the streaming for 2 hours and it froze. So here no.